Good evening, sports fans, and welcome to the Sports Couple Perspectives, right here on IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports. This is me, your boy Larry B, joined by my beautiful wife, the lovely Cecilia B.
Hello, everyone.
How y'all doing out there? How was your day today, babe?
It was pretty good. It's Friday.
It's Friday! You guys, it's Friday! It's the applause button. I mean, Fridays are just the greatest, are they not?
Yes, especially since we get a 3-day weekend this week.
I mean, seriously, you guys. I know, and I'm sorry for those of you who are out there, for those who are out there with jobs that don't have those 3-day weekends. We're sorry. We apologize. We're not trying to rub it in your face at all, we promise. But, hey, we're happy. We get the 3-day weekend. We are so jacked up for that. So jazzed.
Heck yes.
So, with that said, you guys, tonight there's so much to get into. It's Super Bowl weekend! I'm excited, y'all. Super Bowl 57. We got a great game. Eagles, Chiefs. We're going to be talking about the game, but also, as you know, this show has a little bit of pop culture in it as well, due to Cecilia. So we're going to be talking top 5 Super Bowl halftime shows, at least from our opinion. We're going to jump on in to a little bit of, I don't know, the new NBA leading scorer, LeBron James, as he just surpassed Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Another applause button. This is just full of applause buttons in the intro, so sorry. And, of course, we have here CBU homecoming weekend. Lance up! We're going to be in the house tomorrow. Really excited for that. And this is going to be our this is it. This is our penultimate episode talking about the Fresh Prince. How do you feel about that?
I don't know. Sad.
Right? Next week is it. We're done after this with the Fresh Prince.
Yeah.
Total bummer, right?
Yeah, it is.
But it's all good. With that said, let's get ready to rock and roll, y'all. You are now tuned in live to the Sports Couple Perspectives right here on IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports.
Sports fans, do you like teams that are tough, cities that are tougher, and fan bases that are passionate about their teams? How about teams that are historic and stadiums that are iconic? Then you belong in Chicago, and you need to check out Chi-Town Weekly. Join me, Adam Kernan, every week as we keep up with all things Chicago sports. Bears, Bulls, Blackhawks, Cubs, White Sox. We'll cover them all, plus more. The Windy City is always buzzing, and we'll keep you up on all the big games and major stories. So tune in to Chi-Town Weekly every week right here on IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports.
Hello everyone, my name is Daryl Kinsey Jr. and I'm welcoming you to take another lap with the fastest show on IE Sports Radio. Yes, this is the Extra Mile with me and my co-hosts Christopher Lehman and Michael Ward. We talk everything racing from NASCAR to IndyCar to Formula One to limited hydroplanes, endurance racing, the NHRA, and more. So come join us for an hour of great racing talk and a lot of fun as well on the Extra Mile, Thursdays at 8 p.m. only on IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Well, here we are. Following that awesome drop, by the way, not only are we going to be in the house tomorrow for CBU's homecoming on February 11th. On February 26th, Cecilia and I will both be in the stands of the Auto Club Speedway. Oh, yeah! We're going to be rock and roll. I'm so freaking excited for that. Coming up just a couple of weeks, NASCAR comes to SoCal. We are super duper duper excited for what should be an amazing race. Of course, the Paula Casino 400. And yeah, we're so jazzed up for that. And it's going to be a great race, of course. But we'll be catching that coming up. We got some great stuff coming up here with us just this year, catching so many great sports games. But anyway, so just got to say, got that Friday feeling. We're happy. Big ups to our boy, Mr. John Felipe. Great show he gets put on right now for the Carolina cast. And, well, now, of course, it's on to our time. This time next week, by the way, you're going to have a triple header in the evening. You're going to start things off early on in the afternoon. Mr. Terran Rodriguez with the SoCal Spring Sports Show. I know, right? At 12 p.m. Pacific Time, 3 p.m. Eastern. Then, for the full block, 3-hour block, 4 p.m. Pacific Time to 7 p.m. Eastern. Or, if you're on the East Coast, 7 p.m. Eastern to 10 p.m. Eastern. You're going to get 3 in a row, tic-tac-toe, I guess, right? We're going to get John Felipe and Carolina Cast. You will catch Cecilia and I for the sports couple perspectives. And you're going to get Mr. Mike Pat jumping back in here with his return after paternity leave. He is coming back with Let's Whine About DMV Sports. And he will be jumping on this third hour. So we're the second hour. So we're really excited for that. And excited to hear about wine, beer, and lots of DMV sports in his return. So anyway, with that said, Super Bowl Sunday. Before you met me, how did you spend your Super Bowl Sundays?
Not always watching them, that's for sure. I don't know. Usually either I would just chill at home, do nothing, or sometimes I'd be with family or friends. Somewhat watching the game, but not really.
You were more of the halftime show person.
Yeah. And the commercials, I guess.
I always say it every year. The game is for the men. The halftime show is for the women. Yes, that seems probably mainly true, but, there's obviously women who want to watch the game mainly. There are, and there's also guys who care about that crap they put on at halftime. Anyway, not always is it crap, though. Not always is it crap. Because tonight, Cecilia and I are going to count down our top 5 favorites.
Yep.
Excited for that? What do you think?
Yeah, that's going to be fun.
Right? So, we're going to roll on forward. And, of course, big ups to everybody in the chat room, by the way. Mr. Terran Rodriguez and Mr. Adam Karnick. Hello, you two lovebirds. Good old Adam. But, of course, he wants to hear about the hockey game. So last week, sorry, Adam, we went all over the hockey game. We talked plenty about it. But I guess a brief recap for Adam. It was awesome. Yeah,
I had fun. Forgive me, guys. I'm a little under the weather.
So, she's just...
But, it was fun.
We were both kind of sick last weekend. Of all freaking weekends for my gosh dang birthday, man. Trust me, if I could put the explicit button on here, I would. But I'm trying to keep it a clean show. My apologies. But you can only guess what I wanted to say there. Kind of irritated about that, getting a little under the weather, but it's all good. I certainly, still enjoyed the birthday weekend last weekend with my beautiful wife, of course, her family. It was fun. And then, of course, Cecilia, I know she was, oh my gosh, poor thing. When one gets sick, the other has to. It kind of sucks.
Yep, that's how it goes, unfortunately.
Yeah, total bummer. But hey, we got through the week. It's just more. It's crazy because it's more of a. What do you call it? What did you call yours? Allergy thing with you.
Well, yeah, because I had gone to the doctor because it's been 4 days. I know it's not long enough to let it heal or whatever, or let the medicine kick in and whatnot. But I tried. But I know I have really bad seasonal allergies, and they tend to act up really bad. So. But they just told me that I have a little sinus infection caused by the cold. So yeah. It just sucks that I have a cough.
Right. Seriously.
Yeah.
So, just one of those things, I guess, right? But anyway, guys, we are, as you can see, we got a doorbell there real quick, so we're taking ourselves a quick break. When we get back, we'll reveal who it was. You're listening to the Sports Couple Perspectives right here on IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all. That is sports. We'll be right back after this.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Davidson.
It's your boy, Dentarius Law.
And we are the hosts of Fast Break here on IE Sports Radio, where we discuss everything in the world of basketball from prep to the pros.
You guys should definitely check us out, man. Sunday, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. We got all the basketball information you guys need, so we look forward to you guys listening in.
And please do, because we are the best basketball show on this side of the Mississippi. And please do check us out on Twitter at FastBreakISR. D-Lock, where's our time again?
8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. That gives you guys plenty of time on a Sunday.
Tune in.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. You know, we've gotten a million Amazon packages, and I don't think I've ever heard them ring the damn doorbell. But the one time we're on air,
it just had to be that. It just had to be today that they do it for once.
I mean, did it not add to the show, though?
Yeah. It was kind of funny. Larry and I were just looking at each other like, are you expecting anyone? And then he, like, looks at me, too, like, are you expecting anyone? It was just kind of funny.
Right? It's like, really? Like, okay, we're getting company tonight, I guess. Hey, I was going to be, like, super down to throw them on air, whoever it was. Can you imagine it be my mom?
Oh.
Or somebody popping over? I would have,
No, your mom never rings the doorbell.
I would have put her on air. I'd totally been like, so what do you think about Super Bowl? That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, that would be funny to see her reaction, or hear her reaction.
So, fun fact. When I used to just kind of sporadically do the defining moment, it's kind of funny. Of course, for those of you who do not know, Alex Gaines, of course, was once the host of our baseball show. He used to be on with me on the defining moment a long time ago. And I don't know. It was a lot of fun. Like, he would call me randomly when he was going to work because he used to have long drives, and him and I would just talk a lot of sports. So it's kind of funny. There were some times where Alex would call me and I would be on air, and I would legitimately answer and be like he would be calling me and I'd be talking like whatever it was, and I'd be like, alrighty, well, anyway, ladies and gentlemen, and I'd answer and put him on speaker and be like, ladies and gentlemen, welcoming here to the show.
I'm gonna have to hear those shows.
Oh, they're old, but they were funny because there were so many times where he was like, I'd be like, Alexander Gaines! I put the applause button. Like, I'd be like, ladies and gentlemen, Alexander Gaines! And he'd be like, alright, what we talking about? Or, there was some funny time. There was one time, which was hilarious. I wish I could find this one. Ladies and gentlemen, Alexander Gaines! Welcome to McDonald's. Can I take your order? Hold on. Hold up. Hey, hold it. Hey, man, why are you putting me on air for? Yeah, let me get a number 4. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, Alex is ordering food. We'll be right back. There's been a couple of times this happened. Plenty times.
I need to go back and listen, or not go back, but I need to go listen to those. That would probably. That's funny.
Pretty funny, right? Mm-hmm. So I'm just saying, like, that right there would have been pretty cool. Somebody just randomly rings the doorbell. Guess what? You walked into a show. Kind of like Adam says here. I was going to say, pull up a mic and join the party.
Yep.
All right. And yes, Mr. Taryn, NASCAR is coming back to SoCal. I know they were just here for the Clash last weekend. Now they're going to Daytona. And, well, it's going to be right back to Cali. From LA to Daytona to the Inland Empire coming up. So we're really excited for that race coming up. We're going to be sitting a lot higher. So, Yeah, it was kind of funny. Taryn has a funny memory here. It says, what does he say here? So I remember when I was a guest on The Defining Moment, I didn't know what to expect. And now Larry's guest intro has been stuck in my head when I introduce guests. Yeah, I know, right? I've been introducing guests like that forever, and I just kind of feel like now, like everybody on the station, because they'll hear me do it or whatever, they're like, hey, screw it, I'm gonna do what he does. And this is kind of funny because I don't care. I'm like, sweet, like, however you want to bring on your guests, you do it. But I love it because I'm like, hey, it just goes to show me that our awesome podcasters are like trying to take tips, right? I mean, but anyway,
you gotta roll with the punches sometimes.
It's so true, and trust me, we have so many great podcasters, better than me here. So some of them gotten so much better than me. So anyway, just big ups to our iSports Radio family. But yeah, Adam Karnick, real quick to you, brother. The hockey game was amazing a couple weeks ago. We are definitely gonna try to go again. Hopefully to play the Coyotes again. Just kidding.
The what?
The Coyotes. That's the only team. That's the only team the Ducks can actually beat. So I'm just saying. Hopefully we can play them one more time.
One more time.
In Anaheim. But anyway, it was a fun game. Cecilia got to see me have a panic attack, as per usual.
You were not having a panic attack. You were just stressing out.
When the Ducks go into overtime versus a team that you shouldn't be going overtime against, and then Gibby has to save a goal that nearly went in. Mm-hmm. And then we finally get a freaking score and win the dang game in overtime. Like, oh my gosh. I just thought it was hilarious because after the announcer was like, ladies and gentlemen, tonight's winner, the Anaheim Ducks. And this guy, like, that was like sitting a few rows away from us, so, you guys played like like. I thought it was pretty funny. I know Cecilia was like, why are you mad? And I'm like, we played like crap. Like,
it's because I don't think about all the logistics and logic that goes behind playing a game, but I just enjoy it as it is, I guess. So, yeah.
No.
Yeah, but you're more of the sports person, so
this is
you
true.
Are going to get crazy about it.
This is true. You are correct. So yeah, Taryn says it's either the Ducks are getting blown out or they're winning, and yeah, the game in a close fashion. That's for sure. Yeah, so poor Ducks. Anyway, so it was a great game. So we both enjoyed it, and we definitely want to head back to another one for sure. Hopefully before the season's over. But anyway,
we always have next season though too.
We do, and this is hope that they're winning games. Mm-hmm. Please. Please. Anyway, but one more time, just a big shout out and thank you to last week's guest, Mr. Kaz Egan. That was so much fun, right?
Yes, it was. It was very nice of him to save time for us and be on our show.
That was so cool. That guy's amazing. I love that guy. He's such a great guest, and I'm so happy. We're so excited to go to some Storm games this year.
Oh, heck yes. We basically live there when Storm is in season.
Yeah, seriously. And guess what? We're going to get our residency back. So that's going to be a lot of fun. But into this week, well, here we go. Super Bowl Sunday is here. Tonight we're going to get into our main topic, of course, of who we're going to pick and halftime shows. But this is just always a fun week. Because there's so many cool things that are, for instance, Cecilia listens to Air One in the morning, a Christian radio station, pretty cool.
Yeah.
She's even heard a few things from the Super Bowl this week. What have you heard this week? I know you told me some cool stuff, but
today I think that was the first time I've heard it, but it was just about how, I don't know how like the commercials and stuff like that go. Like I'm pretty sure, companies or whomever has to pay to like get their commercial out there. But they're saying today on Air One that they're going to be showing more or talking or have commercials about God and everything like that and sharing Jesus to everyone. So I thought that was pretty cool since, I'm a believer and Larry's a believer. So,
That's awesome.
Anything to get the word of God spread out in the world to unbelievers is pretty nice that, they'll get to see it and hear it in a way.
I thought that was pretty neat too. When you told me that, I was like, oh, I love that. Like, This is a really cool. That's really cool. I really enjoy that. Hey, you know what? Everyone else, there's so many weird, crazy commercials, and of course, we're going to get into the halftime performance in a little bit. But it's kind of cool, you know. Hey, throw some Jesus in there too.
Heck yeah.
You know, I'm all for that. So, lots of crazy things. I think something earlier this week, or I think even last week, it's been. I guess they've turned it into Super Bowl weeks. I still hate the fact of the Pro Bowl, and I don't know. Really quick, too, I want to bring up the Pro Bowl games. Okay. This wasn't even, scripted tonight, but I do want to ask Cecilia this, of course. We talked about this last year, too, but now it's just getting a little more out there. But, okay, so, I didn't even make a big deal of it, of course. I wasn't feeling that good at all last Sunday. You were just getting sick. I was, in my deepest of the sick. And the Pro Bowl games. Remember I told you about the Pro Bowl last year? It's kind of like it is the All-Star game, basically, of the NFL. Okay, well, I had also, I think we talked about this last year, too, that they moved the Pro Bowl. It used to be after the Super Bowl, the week after, so that way all the teams can participate in play. Well, now they moved it before the Super Bowl because they want the Super Bowl to be the final game that's played, the final football game.
That makes sense.
That's played of the year, which is stupid because now you're cutting out 2 teams. Instead of 32 teams out there being represented, you're only having 30. Because you have a team that's playing the biggest game of their life.
Yeah, but the 2 teams are being represented in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, but still.
So they still get seen.
It's lame, but I don't know. But anyway, now they used to have a skills competition and the bench press competition for the linemen and all that, which I thought was pretty cool back in the day. But you guys, now they're doing oh my gosh. Now it's not even a football game no more. Now they're doing a small flag football tournament between all the teams, which is just so stupid. I'm sorry. Then they're doing, and I get what they're trying to do. It is what it is. But they're doing that. Now on top of that, they're doing the a dodgeball tournament. They have a dodgeball game.
Dodgeball?
They had a dodgeball game.
Okay.
Between the 2 teams, AFC, NFC, and they picked their best. They played dodgeball versus each other, and it was just, I mean, I get it. They're trying to make this fan festive thing, but I just thought it was so stupid. And the Pro Bowl used to be this respected, beautiful thing, like the All-Star game in the MLB, the All-Star game in the NBA, the All-Star game in the NHL. Which the NHL is awesome how they're doing theirs now. I think we talked about that last year, the NHL and how they're doing it. But I don't know. It irritates me. The NBA All-Star game sucks too now because no one plays defense. No one wants to get hurt, and I understand that. But the score is 200 to 201. It's so stupid now. And the Pro Bowl, nobody wants to hit each other. The only one that's actually worth a crap now is the NBA All-Star game. I'm sorry, the MLB All-Star game. But even that thing's getting kind of stale because I took out the winner gets home field advantage. For American League and National League. So, I don't know. It's just kind of stupid now. I feel like these All-Star games, with what we're going now at the moment, I mean, what do you think? I mean, should we just do away with All-Star games if they're just going to get this stale and nobody wants to play in them no more? It's not even respected? Or should we just keep on trying to try something until it, trial and error until it works? I mean, what do you think?
I'm all for the trial and error. Do something until it works. Yeah. I mean, why take it all away? People look forward to that kind of stuff, even if it's just the simple stuff, or maybe funny to others. But hey, at least it's still a game to watch, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess it irritates me. It irritates me because it's just really, guys? I don't know. I like what Adam says here, though. All All-Star games are bad. They're supposed to be a break for the players. I mean, it's true, but if it's that, then it's if you're not going to... I don't know. When I was growing up, the Pro Bowl was really cool. The guys were out there hitting each other. They were playing football. The All-Star games, all of them. The MLB, the NBA. I guess the NHL got kind of shallow. It got kind of boring is how they changed it. But I don't know. Adam says here in the chat room... What's Adam say?
He says, yes, do away with all-star stuff until we can all recognize that it's not supposed to be serious.
Yeah, I don't understand.
I mean, you always say people love watching football or, love sports. I mean, why not just give a fun game away kind of thing?
Yeah, I guess, I don't know.
You can never get enough, I guess.
Yeah, it just makes me mad. It makes me mad that we just... I don't know. we just don't. There's no competition in it no more. Nobody wants to play. Everyone's too, oh my gosh, I'm going to get hurt.
Yeah, but it's a game that really doesn't even count, so...
So why get hurt in a game that doesn't count?
Exactly.
I understand that. There was so crazy story. You know, we'll talk about it in a couple of weeks. But there was a player who actually, there was a beach bowl about 20 years back, I want to say. Or maybe, I don't know, maybe close to that. And a guy's entire career, he tore his knee in a beach bowl flag football game. And he ended his entire career in a game that didn't even
See, you want that
anything,
to happen to these players then?
I know. It's hard. I understand. But I don't know. I feel like, I don't know. It's a touchy subject. But anyway, I know. We got on that topic. But I will say this. Cecilia was listening to Era 1 and they were talking about Super Bowl tickets.
Oh, yeah. That was a while... Well, not that while back. It was
About
like a
2
couple
weeks
weeks
ago,
ago. Yeah. They were saying the cheapest that they found. And that was like... I think they said like nosebleed seats too. Just for nosebleed seats. That you can like seriously the players look like little ants, I'm sure. They said the cheapest was $5,000 and I was like, "Oh my gosh, that is crazy." I would never spend that much for a game.
Yeah.
No matter how much I want to be there.
That's like somebody's freaking house payment, all right? That's mortgage right there. That's double rent for some people. I mean, that's insane, right? I mean,
yeah,
$5,000. Like, seriously. And as you told me that, I was like, oh my gosh. I mean, I was like, no, yeah, I've always looked into like Super Bowl tickets and the prices, and it's just so crazy. I don't know. Like this, when you told me that, I was like, wow, they went up. I mean, I've heard like they've been like, yeah, like $2-3 grand. But when she said 5, I was like, man, like.
Well, yeah, the cost of living has gone up, so everything else is going to go up.
No, it's true. And like we talked about too, like told you last time, executives buy those, rich people, actors. You know what I mean? The people that make millions, well, they have no problem making tons and tons the people who make tons and tons of money have no problem putting $5 grand, because to some people, $5 grand is like 500. Mm-hmm. And hey, that's not a knock on them, but I'm just saying, average people like us who make a hard living, but don't make that much money. Yeah, I can do without going to a Super Bowl. How about you?
Yeah, I'm good.
We got our TV.
Yes, we can watch it from the comfort of our home.
We got Vizio right behind us. We're right next to us here. So, in the chat room, Darren says, "Yikes! That's why players avoid All-Star games." Yeah, man, I forgot. I'll look up that player. We'll talk about him coming up. I feel bad, poor guy. He hurt himself in the. Well, maybe I should look him up real quick. But make All-Star games go to winning players, teams, charities. Now that would be cool.
That's a very good idea. I mean, they usually, like, you see celebrities or, like, well, celebrities can include, like, athletes and everything, but who do, like, competition shows. Like, the first one that comes to my mind is lip sync. Like, they've done one recently where they've got celebrities to be the contestants and do all that. So yeah, and then whatever money that they won from the show, it all went to their charity. So the All-Star games, that would be awesome, because I mean, a lot of people watch those, and a lot of people go to the actual game to watch, and they pay for the ticket. So I mean, that's a good idea. I would so totally support that.
Me too. I think it's amazing.
And I think with the people who are playing the All-Star game would take it a little bit more serious in a way.
Yeah.
Because they know, hey, if we win, all the money that they've collected will go to each and every one of their to the charities. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Very good idea, Taryn.
No, right? Seriously, that's amazing. So looking at this real quick. Looking up, I remember seeing it. I think it was one of my favorite YouTubers, of course, Flemlo Raps. Another one. I have a couple of them that are just awesome people. They're really cool. But hearing the story, it was Robert Edwards. Pat's Pulpit has an article here, and yeah, it says here that he only tore 3 ligaments in his left knee: ACL, MCL, and PCL. And partially tore his LCL tendon as well. And that ended his career. So that he tore those. and it was in a beach bowl. You guys, look at the New York Times here article from 1999. That was the year that it happened. There was the Rookie Beach Bowl, and it says here that Edwards is not. Well, he was. I guess I don't know. He got hurt, and unfortunately, that I heard that ended his career. He was a rookie. He was looking to probably be, definitely one of the best players of that generation. I'm sure he was an amazing athlete, and unfortunately, that Beach Bowl, it hurt him, and he ended his entire career after 1 year in the NFL.
Dang, that sucks. Poor guy.
And he tore it on a catch he made in the sand. And I think somebody landed on him or something, but he hurt himself. And that was it. So, one season in the NFL, played in the Rookie Beach Bowl, in the Pro Bowl, basically. They had that, and that's it. Ended his whole career. So sad.
Yeah, very.
Oh my gosh. What did Adam say there in the chat?
Family Feud, NFL edition, O-line versus D-line. Now that would be fun to see. I
would watch that.
Or is that a real thing? Have they done that?
No, but that would be amazing. Let's go, D-line! Taryn says here, I remember Team LeBron versus Team Durant in the NBA All-Star game. Saw Team LeBron outscore Team Durant in every quarter, and the winning captain in each quarter took home money to their respective charity. Yeah, that was a couple years ago. And that was pretty cool.
That's pretty cool. That was very nice of them to do.
Right? I mean, maybe the NFL could do something like that.
Yeah, they should really think about that.
Because they even had, legendary players like Jerry Rice, Team Prime, Primetime. They've had Deion Sanders. They've tried to motivate the players by having, legendary coaches be, the Pro Bowl coach for their side, the AFC or NFC. Even, this year, Eli Manning and Peyton Manning, two brothers, one coach the NFC, one coach the AFC. And it's even that really doesn't work. The players are kind of I don't care who I'm playing for. I'm not trying to get hurt. So, I don't know. I guess this is one of those things. I mean, in closing, and now, especially after learning about Robert Edwards, I mean, we don't do the Beach Bowl no more, but trial and error, or should we just do away with All-Star games? Games that don't mean anything.
I'm all for the All-Star games. If they do it for the charities, I think that's better. That's a good idea.
I agree. I think it would be really cool to see that. But here's what it is, right? I guess we'll find out. But alrighty, guys. Well, with that said, we're going to take ourselves another short break. And when we get back, we're going to get a little bit of basketball. We're going to talk about LeBron James becoming the all-time leading scorer. And, of course, we're going to check out, we're going to go ahead and preview tomorrow's game. Really excited for CBU and New Mexico State for CBU's homecoming. And then we're talking about the Fresh Prince. We're going to talk about our top five Super Bowls, who we're going to win, who we think is going to win. And then, of course, we're going to end off talking about some Fresh Prince tonight. So don't go nowhere, y'all. You're listening to the Sports Couple Perspectives right here on IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports. We'll be right back after this.
Hey sports fans, do you like wine? Well, we've got the show for you. This is Let's Wine About Sports, a show where we talk about wine and sports simultaneously. From the classic Cabernet Sauvignon all the way down to the grapes that you've never even heard of before. Oh yeah, we cover it all. And we'll talk about a little bit of sports as well. Football, hockey, collegiate, women's sports, it doesn't matter. We're going to talk about it all, and we're going to whine about it all. So join me Monday at 8 p.m. on IU Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports.
up, everybody? This is Taryn Rodriguez. Are you a fan of volleyball? Are you a fan of Thunder Spikes? Then I have the show for you, Set Point, where I cover NCAA men's and women's volleyball, high school boys and girls volleyball, beach volleyball, and even professional volleyball. Catch the action every week here on IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. You are listening to the Sports Code Perspectives right here on IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports. We're just rocking and rolling here on a beautiful Friday evening here in SoCal. The weather's been getting a little hotter now.
Just this week. I think it's going to be cold this weekend. So, yeah. That's why a lot of people right now, hence Larry and I, well, me right now, he's all better, but me, I'm a little under the weather, coughing and whatnot. And
I'm sorry.
My nose and everything. But that's why everybody's getting sick, unfortunately, is because this weather can't make up its mind.
Sorry. I got her sick. I feel bad.
Anyway. No, it's because of the weather, I'm saying.
I know.
But yeah.
But still. Anyway. With that said, you guys, this past week, LeBron James will do it, y'all, passing Kareem Abdul-Jabbar as the all-time NBA leading scorer. That was awesome. I am so proud of LeBron James. And, you know, that was special. I mean, now that Cecilia even knows who Kareem Abdul-Jabbar is, I mean, pretty cool, right? I mean, he passes LeBron James, a Laker, passed a Laker, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, who used to hold the NBA's all-time leading scorer record, who is, coincidentally, who passed yet another Laker, Wilt Chamberlain. That was pretty cool. I'm just saying. From back in the day, he passed Wilt Chamberlain, who was the previous all-time leading scorer. So, I mean, I'm just saying, pretty cool. A bunch of Lakers have owned that title for a while, and I'm very proud of them Lakers.
Like, yeah, that's pretty cool to have, do they get, like, a trophy or something like that?
No, but they just get their name etched in history forever.
No, that's bogus. I would want a trophy. I'd be like, I want a trophy. Show or prove that I have beat them. I'm just kidding. I'm not kidding, but I'm kidding.
You're funny. Oh my gosh, you're funny. Okay, so yeah, I know, right? We let's get back to our chat room here. As Taryn says, love him or hate him, you have to respect him. LeBron, absolutely, you got to respect him. What a amazing player. I mean, he's been playing for, my gosh, 21 years now, 20 years now. He's been around for a very long time. It's kind of crazy. I remember seeing, and I know this meme is everywhere, but it shows LeBron in like PlayStation 2 graphics in a video game, and now it shows LeBron now in like PS5 graphics, and it's like, this is how long LeBron's been in the game. Crazy, right?
Yeah.
But anyway, so we're really excited for that. We're really excited to see LeBron keep on playing. I know he's just not playing every game. He didn't play last night versus Milwaukee. You know, I know he's 38 years old. He's getting to that time. And, well, kind of like Tom Brady, Taryn. Tom Brady's 45 years old. Can you believe he called it a career? On my birthday. Last week, of course. Tom Brady. I know we didn't even talk about this on last week's show. My goodness. But I told Cecilia, Tom Brady called it a career. And Cecilia said...
What happened?
When Tom Brady called it a career?
Oh, I said, I'll believe it when I see it.
Yeah, he said it. He said he made the video and said he's going to retire.
Yeah, but he said that last season, and then basically close to the season, he was like, never mind. I'm coming out of retirement.
Right?
So we'll see.
Right? Adam says here, I was a sophomore in high school when LeBron James got drafted. Crazy he's lasted this long. Yeah, I was going into my freshman year. Cecilia was also in high school. We're not going to expose that.
That sounds so crazy, and like it seems like so like long ago when people say that.
Crazy, right?
Like, oh, I was this age, or I was in this grade when so and so did this and that, and it's like, oh dang, like they like you think about it, it's like they've been playing for a long time in a way.
Right? I mean, yeah, I don't know. I thought that was pretty cool, and it's just awesome to see him just do what he's done, and It's been amazing. So awesome stuff there, and we're so happy to see the Lake Chokers keep on doing what they're doing. And now we got our own basketball game to head to tomorrow evening. We're really excited, y'all. Our beloved CBU Lancers lance up. Tomorrow we'll be taking on the New Mexico State Aggies. Cal Baptist comes into this game at 13-12, just one game over 500. And New Mexico State has seen better days. I remember when New Mexico State used to smack us around a couple years ago. Mm-hmm. Now the Aggies kind of fell off. They're coming into this game at 9-15. So, of course, CBU, the favorites here by 5 points. It's going to be on ESPN Plus, by the way. For anybody who has ESPN Plus, you might see us in the crowd. But, by the way, how funny is this? Remember, we saw him when he was younger. Now he's a little bit older. I think he's a senior now or a junior. But kind of crazy. Taran Armstrong. We have a Taran too. Mm-hmm. But he spells it Taran, not like our Taran, Taren. Oh. But Taran Armstrong of CBU, the guard, leads CBU right now. He's averaging 11.9 points per game. Looking forward to seeing him taking on Xavier Pinson, who's the leading scorer, looks like, for New Mexico State, with also, 13.3 points a game. So I'm really excited to see this team play. And it's been great. The last 5 games for New Mexico State have ended like this. They would, from the 21st of January, they would lose to UTU, not sure who that, Utah Tech. Then they would play Utah Valley and take another L. Then they would go and play SF Austin and beat them. They would play Seattle U and beat them. And then just a couple days ago, actually, not too long ago, the 8th, which was literally 2 days ago, they are just coming off of a loss to GCU, Grand Canyon University, 78-76. And for CBU, the last 5 games, well, it's been kind of crappy. The last game CBU won was actually January 25th.
Dang.
It's February 10th.
That sounds so far away, but it really wasn't.
Yeah, it's been 5 games. We beat Utah. UT Arlington. And then CBU is taking a skid. Okay, losing to UT Rio Grande, losing to Southern Utah, losing to Abilene Christian, and just a few days ago, losing to Utah Valley, 71-55. So, even though CBU is favored, CBU is currently on a 4-game losing streak, where New Mexico State is only on a 1-game losing streak after winning 2 straight.
Oh, man. Well, hopefully they turn it around tomorrow night.
Yeah, it's kind of funny here. Terrence, the CBU is playing. New Mexico State is dead last in the WAC, which is the WAC. We have a WAC conference. Let's get it. Western Athletic Conference, the WAC. CBU has 0 excuses to win tomorrow. If they lose, they'll get roasted next week. Ladies and gentlemen, Taryn will not hold back next week on the SoCal Supreme Sports Show. Trust me. Yeah, so if you take a look at these 2 teams, CBU, here's the whole WAC. It goes Utah Valley at 10-2. They're playing good basketball right now. Then you have Southern Utah currently at 9-3. Then Seattle at 8-4. Grand Canyon at 7-4. Sam Houston, that's cool. I didn't know they were on the WAC now, at 7-4. SF Austin, I guess they absorbed all of them this year, at 7-4. I've been out of the loop. Tarleton State, wow, they were just D2. Now they're a D1. Pretty excited for them. At 6-6. Abilene Christian at 5-6. Then CBU, way down the list, at 5-7. UT Austin at 4-8. We have Utah Tech at 3-9. UT Rio Grande at 3-9, and dead last, New Mexico State at 2-10. This is just in the conference. Overall records are a little bit different, but that was a long list, so I won't go over them. But anyway, so basically we're playing we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There's 13 teams in this conference, and CBU is number 9, playing 13 New Mexico State right now. So, yeah, we're going to another toilet bowl this week.
Hey, you never know. The Ducks won last weekend, so...
I mean, they should have won. I mean, that was a little closer than this one. Mexico, there's no way. CBU should win this game.
Oh, don't jinx them now.
I know,
I'm
right?
just kidding.
They've only won 9 games this year. I mean, realistically, CBU's only won 5 more games than New Mexico State anyway. So, I mean, they're kind of almost even. They're favored by 5 points, but I don't know. It's one of those things. So, anyway, it's going to be fun to be in the house tomorrow.
It's always fun being there.
Right.
To watch the basketball games.
Right.
This will be our third one, huh? Because we've seen 2. Well, this will be our second men's game, and then we've seen a women's game.
We should go see the women, too. I think I actually know the women are on the road right now.
Oh, darn it.
I know.
Yeah, that would be nice to see the women as well.
So I get so mad looking at the numbers of the games. It's so sad. It really is.
Yeah, there's like no one there. It's sad. It's like, well, we've already talked about this, but yeah, women work just as hard too. So they deserve the arena to be full packed as well.
It's true. This is really jacked up. But so CBU is on the road right now. They're going to be on Saturday. They're going to be in Texas playing Tarleton State at 12 o'clock. Mm-hmm. So we'll cheer them on TV.
Oh, we can watch them?
Yeah, ESPN Plus.
All right, there we go. We'll support them in that way.
We sure will. And then next Thursday, CBU actually returns home on the 16th. Of course, we'll be in the middle of our work week. Kind of a bummer, but it'll be like last night, like a Thursday night game. So, bummer. But we got to go make sure we see them soon. Yeah, they're not going to be home for a while on the weekends. But yeah, so with that said, y'all, that's we're going to look forward to that next week. Super duper excited, of course, for all those good things coming up at CBU. Hopefully more to come there. But anyway, so with that said, you guys, Super Bowl Sunday. Mm-hmm. Tomorrow, we get a Kansas City Chiefs team who had never won a Super Bowl until 2019 when they finally won one. They beat the Niners. Mm-hmm. They're so happy they got their first one ever. Then, just 2 years before that, in 2017, the Eagles would win their first one ever. Well, guess what? Now they're both back this year in 2023. The winner takes home their second Super Bowl in history. We have those Kansas City Chiefs tomorrow. Well, not tomorrow. In 2 days. I think the Eagles are going to rock their home jerseys, and the Chiefs will probably rock their aways. But I got to show Cecilia both of those here. Of course, I have a feeling she's going to lean towards the Chiefs because she likes red. But yeah. So here are their uniforms. Of course, you've seen them both before. Yeah. Okay, and what do you think? You excited for them Chiefs tomorrow, or
Sunday?
Or I know I'm just excited for
tomorrow.
It. I want to be tomorrow, honestly. I guess.
No, because in our 3D we can go so fast.
I know, and the Eagles will probably be wearing this one, their home jersey.
I like that color too, though. It's like a teal.
It's like a green.
No, yeah, like a green.
It's like green, like that.
No, that's a teal. But green. Anyway, that is not green. I don't know. That's hard. But who's wearing their colors, though?
That's what I'm saying. I think tomorrow, if I'm not mistaken,
Sunday.
Yeah. I think, this is one of those deals where the Chiefs, I think they're wearing, I don't know. I'm not sure. Usually usually the team with the higher record.
Oh, really? Where's their colors?
Yeah, and I'm so sorry, by the way, Taryn put it in the chat room, and it's true, I forgot. The Chiefs won their first Super Bowl since 1970 in 2019. So, yeah, this would be their third Super Bowl. I got so caught up in the first Super Bowl with the Eagles, of course, winning their first one ever. After being there a few times, kind of crazy. So many teams have been there just a few times. Like, for instance, the Vikings, they've been there 4 times, but they've never won one. The Bills got it the worst. They went 4 times in a row and lost all 4 years in a row.
That's horrible, too.
Sucks. But, the Chiefs did win one a long time. 1970. Gosh, our parents were kids. Mm-hmm. Yeah, crazy, right? And then in 2019-2020 season, the Chiefs would win it.
So they've won 2 Super Bowls.
They've won 2 so far. So this would be the third Super Bowl for the Chiefs.
One if they won.
And the Eagles, this would be their second.
Okay, then I want to go for the Eagles.
Yeah, I'm all for the Eagles.
Chiefs have won too many now. I'm just
oh,
kidding.
my goodness.
But,
so, Adam says here, so long as the Eagles don't wear their 1930 throwback, I'm fine. Okay, 1934. Okay, so I have to show Cecilia this. You guys, the 1934 Eagles jersey is one of the most hideous things you've ever seen in your entire life.
Oh.
My mom once saw them and said they looked like they should be working at Hot Dog on a Stick in the mall.
Oh, gosh, yeah, no. Those
It is... This looks like somebody really jacked up on a horrible version of UCLA's throwback. Like, I don't know, they're ugly. Like...
Yeah.
No
bueno. They
are yellow and light baby blue.
I feel bad for those men who had to wear that.
Check those socks out.
Oh, gosh, no.
The baby blue with the yellow stripes?
No. Yeah, no. Poor guys.
We should get some of these for tomorrow. I mean, for Sunday's game.
Ew, no.
Come on.
I would never wear that.
Just once.
No.
Yeah, it's kind of yeah, that's a ugly uniform.
Mm-hmm.
Probably the ugliest uniform I've ever seen in my life. I don't know. Mm-hmm. I'm not sure. But anyway, yeah, it's pretty hideous. Probably one of the ugliest things you've ever seen. But I will say, I'm really excited. I'm all for it. Tomorrow we're gonna have a special 3 and Out. I talk about Super Bowl, special Super Bowl edition. And, of course, the entire iSports Radio iSports Radio family is invited to join us. Any special guests want to join as well. It's going to be a lot of fun. But I'll be breaking this down tomorrow. At the end of the day, though, my quick and easy answer, Eagles all day.
Yeah, I'm the same for once.
Fly, Eagles, fly.
I agree with you.
Right? I'm just so excited. And then notice it has nothing to do with the bias either, because we're Raider fans and don't like the Chiefs. Because I'll call it as it is, but I just...
Sure. I'm just kidding.
I just seriously feel... I mean, don't get me wrong, I can't stand the Chiefs. But I would... If I, thought... Tell you who the better team is, all day long, I just feel the Eagles. And I didn't even feel that they were that great until Kale told me this preseason. Him and I were talking, and he was telling on Adam's show, Chi-Town Weekly, and I was like, no, he convinced me. And look at how good they are. They're in the Super Bowl. So, when you win the trenches, you win the game. And they've done that all year. O-line, D-line, they've been powerful. So I'm excited for that. So anyway, we are going to take ourselves one more quick break. And when we come back, we are going to talk about our top 5 Super Bowl halftime performances. And then we're going to close it out with a little bit of Fresh Prince talk. You're listening to the Sports Club Perspectives right here on iSports Radio. Your direct feed for all that is sports. We'll be right back after this.
What is going on, everybody? My name is Harrison Glazer, and we're coming at you from the Show That Never Sleeps podcast. I cover the Jets, the Islanders, the Nets, and the Yankees.
This is Pierre Moss, and I cover the Mets, Knicks, Rangers, and the Giants.
Our show is live every Wednesday through Spreaker and a bunch of other ways to get our content. Again, we're the Show That Never Sleeps podcast. We talk about all those New York sports. It's a lot of fun. We get into all of it. Please tune in. Again, that's Wednesdays at 6 p.m.
And we look forward to having you guys right here on iSports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports.
It's IE Sports Radio. It is your direct feed for all that is sports. It is Philly Sports Talk with Cash and Chris every Tuesday night right here on IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports. Philly Sports Talk with Cash and Chris is the most comprehensive view on Philadelphia sports exclusively right here on IE Sports Radio. You know what it is, your direct feed for all that is sports. Tuesday night, IE Sports Radio, Philly Sports Talk with Cash and Chris.
Welcome back. You're listening to the Sports Couple Perspective right here on IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports.
That is correct. And of course, we had to play the last drop of the night from Philly. Of course, our boys, Cash and Chris. No diss to our boy Bishop, man. He's doing a great job on This Is KC Sports on Sundays. He's going to have a really cool preview game, of course, on Sunday before the Super Bowl. But sorry, we're taking the Eagles. Anyway, so we watched a couple of videos before the show tonight, and we gave our thoughts on our top 5 Super Bowl performances of all time. So, this was judged off of performance, maybe a slight bias to what we like. I personally can't stand a lot of any pop music whatsoever, but I will refrain from giving my true feelings about that kind of music. Regardless,
I don't think it's pop. I think it's just music that everybody likes.
Mainstream.
Yeah.
So, but this is all some of this is solely just based off of performance. Some of it's because I like them. But with that said, off of those videos we've seen and those few videos, we have a top 5 to count down. You want to go first, or you want me to go first? What do you think?
Sure. You want me to list them all?
No, just one. We're going to go 5, 5, 4, 4, 3, 3, 2, 2, 1, 1. So.
Oh, what number are we sharing?
So, we're going to start off with number 5.
Oh, 5. I put Lady Gaga, 2017.
So, okay, 2017. That was a year. Okay, so I have to put this out there now just because, 2017 was, ladies and gentlemen, this was a game that no one's ever going to let the Falcons live down. This was when the Falcons were actually leading. They were leading the score, I guess, and this is so sad. Like I said, they'll never let the Falcons live it down. But the Falcons led 28-9 in the third quarter, and the Patriots came back and won 34-28 in overtime.
Wow.
This was Tom Brady's, if I'm not mistaken, Tom Brady's last. I think it's the second to last Super Bowl he won with the Patriots.
Oh, wow, that's pretty cool then.
And Brady came back poised as can be in overtime. Sonny Michel, I think, was stretched the ball over the line, but won the game. The Falcons will never let them live that down, sadly. But that Super Bowl in 2017 was pretty crazy because, that was also that was a top 5 performance for both of us. Lady Gaga, Super Bowl 51, of course. And hey, it was why did you pick that game? I mean, that Super Bowl.
Obviously. I don't think I watched the game, but I obviously watched Lady Gaga. And she's very different, of course, and very out there, and you can tell that she puts on a good show, obviously, from the Super Bowl she did. So, and that's what I liked about it.
I loved that, like, the couple videos that we watched. I mean, my goodness, she delivered. Mm-hmm. She was, like, in air and crap, and, like, I'm not a pop fan by any means, but Homegirl delivered a show.
Yeah. She made it worth the watch for the halftime show, so yeah.
Yeah, so definitely a good one there. Okay, so that once again was Super Bowl 51. Just a pretty good football game, by the way, with a pretty good halftime show. Overall, that was a pretty good Super Bowl, including the halftime show there. So, okay, my number 5 is actually going to be last year's Super Bowl, and this was in LA, in the brand new SoFi Stadium, where Drake, Snoop, Eminem, 50, everyone took the stage. Look, I got a soft spot, okay? I got a soft spot. I grew up listening to all that gangster rap. My father was very into it, so I was really, I thought it was pretty cool seeing Dre and Snoop, even, they're older and everything. Eminem, of course, I grew up listening to him. I thought it was pretty cool seeing all that. And you know what? I had to give, Super Bowl 56. I thought that was a pretty good. And of course, the game was pretty awesome too. The Rams winning their second Super Bowl, of course. Their first one in LA. I mean, think about this. The Rams were in LA from freaking the 50s or the 60s, all the way until the late 90s, where they would go to St. Louis. They won a Super Bowl in St. Louis in those years. They would come back in 2017, I believe, or 16. They would come back and then win a Super Bowl in LA, the city that they left, never won a Super Bowl in, but came back to win one here. I mean, pretty cool, right? Pretty cool story. They defeated the Bengals, who were so deserving. But they both teams were very deserving. But I thought it was a great game in Super Bowl 56. I thought it was a pretty good halftime show. So, okay, number 4.
I have. Oh, sorry. Did you want to go?
No, you're good. Yeah.
I have Bruno Mars, 2014.
Bruno Mars, 2014. Okay, I gotta tell you this: the guy is talented.
Yeah.
He can dance.
I love his voice.
He can play numerous instruments.
Yeah.
The guy's talented.
Mm-hmm.
And that was a pretty crazy football game as well. This game, the Seattle Seahawks, I think Bruno Mars is probably the only good part of that entire Super Bowl. Because the final score of that game was hilarious. Look, I'm going to be real with you guys. As a Raider fan, you already know I can't stand them. Once again, this is not meaning that the reason why I'm picking the Eagles over the Chiefs. I'm trying not to be biased in this. But it's kind of funny. As a Raider fan, seeing the Seahawks dominate 43-8 over
a harsh score.
Peyton Manning's Broncos, by the way. That was Russell Wilson, the guy that nobody wants now. Yeah, he destroyed the Broncos. Okay, him and his Seahawks. Okay, 43-8. I thought it was hilarious. I laughed all the way through it. But Bruno Mars put a pretty good show on too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he did.
I think the guy can perform. So kind of funny. My number 4 is actually Lady Gaga. In 2017, in Super Bowl 51. Once again, the woman can perform. Mm-hmm. She's got theatrics. She's got it all. And
she knows how to entertain people.
Yeah, exactly.
And keep them going, keep that hype.
100%. So I thought that was pretty cool. Next up here, we have number 3. Well, who you got?
I have Black Eyed Peas. I forgot. I didn't write down the year. I forgot to write that
Black Eyed Peas. If I'm not mistaken, I don't know how many, if they were ever, how many they were in.
I think they only did one.
They were one. Okay, then that was 2011.
Okay, there we go.
And this Super Bowl, the game, oh my gosh, the game was in Cowboy Stadium, by the way, in Arlington, Texas. Yeah, the game itself, well, let me just say that well, before we get into the game, why did you put them at 3?
Oh, you said where we put them didn't matter, so I just put things down as I was trying to hurry up and get all the rest down. Okay, well, 2011, by the way, the game, itself was pretty crazy. That was the Packers and the Steelers. And that was the year that the Aaron Rodgers-led Packers barely got in that year. Well, barely, but they didn't even look like they were going to win the Super Bowl that year. They got in and knocked off the Big Ben Roethlisberger's Pittsburgh Steelers, and that's Aaron Rodgers' only Super Bowl victory with the team. He's been with them since 2004. Oh, man.
And he overthrew the great Brett Favre. And kind of crazy, that's the only one he's ever won with them. Crazy, right? Yeah. But they won that game. It was a really, really good football game. Oh, it was a great one. But the Black Eyed Peas, solid performers.
I definitely like their music, so.
Oh, yeah, that
was another reason why I picked them.
But honestly, they did put on a pretty good show.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, that's what it's about, right? The show.
Heck yeah. That's what you go to see the halftime show for.
It was a good one. So, And by the way, 31-25 final score in that game. The Packers would win that one ultimately, and what a good game that was. And, well, this one I have to go a little back in time for, because I just seeing those highlights was awesome. Didn't get access to the performance, but just seeing all of her awesome highlights in those videos we watched. 1996, of course, Diana Ross. That was amazing. I thought that was pretty cool. And she just seemed like, I don't know, I mean, Diana Ross, of course, one of the great entertainers of all time, in my opinion. Pretty cool, seeing her. This was in Tempe, Arizona. This was when the Cowboys, believe it or not, that Diana Ross halftime show, believe it or not, that was the Cowboys' last Super Bowl they ever won.
Oh, wow.
Their 5th. They've won 5, but that was the last one since 1996.
Dang.
We were not in double digits in age yet. Your brother was 2.
That's so crazy.
Take that, Cowboy fan. Look, just kidding. No bad blood, I'm sorry. But they would beat the Steelers that year, 27-17, 1996. And Diana Ross is an awesome entertainer there. So anyway, I thought that was pretty deserving for her to be there. And all right, off to number 2. So let's take a look at, we got the chat room here. Adam Kardik says... Oh, sorry.
Where'd it go?
Yep. There we go.
He says, my wife's top 5 halftime shows in no particular order: Aerosmith, Michael Jackson, The Who, Shania Twain, and Blues Brothers. Those are pretty good too.
They were solid. Cecilia's a big Shania Twain fan.
Well, yeah.
Me too, though. Homegirl can sing.
Yeah, she's a really good singer.
And of course, MJ. After watching those videos, though, I agree that a lot of those videos place their top 10, like Michael Jackson, a little far back in their top 10, because he didn't really sing a lot of his big time hits.
Yeah, I think when performers perform at the halftime show, I think they cannot go wrong with their popular music that everybody likes. When they sing their newer ones, of course you're going to like it because you obviously like the singer or the rapper or whomever is singing, but you go more for their not old school stuff, because some of them is probably not that old, but you know what I mean?
What you know.
Yeah. And, yeah. So I think all performers should just kind of stick with their older stuff or stuff that people know.
Agreed. I love Aerosmith. I'm not a big fan of The Who, honestly. I once heard that they're the one who gave Led Zeppelin the name, because they said, somebody in the band said, no, don't quote me on this, but I heard this, and me just loving Led Zeppelin and Jimmy Page, saying that they would drop a Zeppelin full of lead. I'm like, The Who is The Who anyway? I know they're legendary, whatever. Honestly, I don't really like The Who. I'm just going to be real with you. They're not my cup of tea.
You don't like anyone?
No, they were legendary. Adam's wife's probably going to hate me right now, and Adam too. But I'm a Led Zeppelin guy. I'm sorry. So, I know, and you could like both, but I'm just saying, after hearing that comment, even then, I didn't really care for The Who anyway. But no biggie. Sorry, guys. I want you to all hate me now. But Terrence says here, I'm not big I'm not too big of a halftime show guy. Me either. It's okay. I just stay for the game, whether my team is in or not. Yeah, I agree. So I like last year's Super Bowl where the Rams won in their own house. Yeah, that was the first team ever to win their own house. That was pretty cool.
Nice.
I enjoyed seeing the anger from the Niners, Cardinals, and Seahawks fans. Absolutely. Got to love Pete Carroll. Fight on all day. So, look at that. I love that. Adam Karnik, I'm a Beatles guy. Knock The Who all you want. Yeah, there you go. They were more in competition with the Beatles, too. The Rolling Stones in that era, too. So, yeah, I love the Beatles, too.
I would be for the Beatles as well.
Can't go wrong with the Beatles.
Yeah.
The Beatles are classic.
Yeah.
They're
the most popular.
Don't get me wrong. I love the Stones, too, because they're Americans. Okay, and they competed with the Beatles. But at the end of the day, I don't even give a crap when it comes to that, because, hey, Britain was... I'm an Iron Maiden fan. They're from Britain, so I'm just saying, that was pretty cool. Beatles are awesome, and, yeah, that's pretty awesome. So, let's see here. Let's take a look. So, yeah, my wife takes on that Super Bowl. The Broncos went on the plane, but the Lions got off. Yeah, that's for sure. That's his take. That's her take. Yeah, it's the truth because the Lions got destroyed. That would be like how the Lions play. Big ups to Taryn. Oh, headbud's getting low. So sorry about that, brother. Airbud. My gosh, that show is good. Earbuds getting low. So hey, brother, thank you for tuning in, man. Appreciate you guys for tuning in tonight. So let's go ahead and continue on. Number 2. Who is your number 2 top Super Bowl?
I have U2 from. They played in 2022. I mean 2002.
You what? After you said you didn't like U2?
I was supposed to say that. No, I don't like them, but I never like. I don't know how long they've been around, but I'm not familiar with their music, so I'm not a fan of theirs. I'm sorry.
So why are they?
But I have nothing against them. They're just not my type of music, I guess you would say, or genre.
Okay, so. But
I liked theirs because, unfortunately, I don't know how many months after they said, I think 6 months or something like that, after September 11th happened.
Yeah, that was the reason why.
They kind of made, a tribute to, all the people who've passed away, unfortunately, from, that tragic, what would you call it? Tragic?
Tragedy.
Well, yeah, there you go. Tragedy.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thing that happened. So I thought that was really cool. And, they had to make do with what they had in that situation, try to bring people together in a time that's supposed to be fun and everything. So, so I liked how they did their performance in that way.
I thought that was pretty cool too. I think U2, that's pretty cool they did that. And I feel that honestly, it's true. Beautiful tribute, right? Mm-hmm. Beautiful tribute. And crazy, that year was actually pretty nuts. I don't know if it was the year that happened or the year before that, but that was actually the year of Tom Brady's first Super Bowl.
Oh, wow.
He's been around for a while, right? Where they defeated the Rams 20-17 in 2002. That was Brady's first Super Bowl with the Patriots, and he never looked back. He won 7 of those things.
Dang, nice.
Most all-time winning quarterback. And I don't know if it was that season or the one before it, where Drew Bledsoe went down, the original quarterback of the Patriots. Mm-hmm. And then their 6th round Tom Brady, sixth round pick Tom Brady takes over, and, well, Drew never got his job back. And Tom Brady went on to be the greatest quarterback of all time. End of story. Crazy, right?
Yeah, nice.
And that was his first Super Bowl that year for when U2 performed in that one. So, okay, my number 2, and it is what it is. I have to say this for so many reasons. My number 2 is Shakira and J-Lo. Why do I say that? Number one thing, they're both awesome. It's kind of, crazy. Growing up, my mom was always a big fan of both of them, so I grew up hearing a lot of their music. Number 2 thing, I thought it was pretty cool that it was in all, this is no racial, no knock on anybody or whatever, but I thought it was pretty cool, an all Latino, or you can say Latina Super Bowl halftime show.
Latinx. Just kidding.
Goodness. And I thought that was pretty cool. And then on top of that, now being married to my wife, who is girl power all the way, I thought it was actually pretty cool. Kind of funny. I would meet Cecilia a couple months later after this Super Bowl. But kind of crazy, you guys. You talk about girl power. Not only were they, brown women, minority women, Latinas, but it was an all-female Super Bowl halftime show. And if I'm not mistaken, it's the first time it's ever been done where every performer, I think Diana Ross, I don't know, but of course it was single woman, I think. But I think it's the first time, if I'm not mistaken. If I am, please forgive me. But it was pretty cool. 2 women were the complete headliners, and there was no men involved whatsoever.
Yeah, I like it. I loved that one too.
Pretty cool though, right? So hate them or love them, I think that was pretty cool. Not only for just like Latin people or Latinas, but just for women in general. That was pretty cool.
Well, yeah, there's nothing wrong to be proud of your ethnicity. We're both Mexican, and I'm half Colombian, so I'm proud of it. I don't care. But
and I'm a quarter Guido, but I'm also Italians,
but I'm also American too. So, or you are too. Yeah. So, we represent all of that. So
right?
We can be proud.
Right.
That was my number 1 too. Shakira And J-Lo, 2020.
That was your number one, huh?
Well, yeah, that one, I for sure ranked that one as number one. But the rest, those were just not ranked. But, yeah, I really loved that one. Like you said, how they're both, Hispanics. Is that what you call them? Or,
yeah, well, yeah. I mean, yeah, Latinas.
Or Latinas.
But I thought it was,
there we go. That's a better way. But, yeah.
I mean, on top of that, though, they were both, I mean, like I said, it's both women. No matter what, no matter who you are or race you are, it's amazing to think, like, yeah, two women with no men involved are, like, taking over the halftime show, which is one of the most biggest sports spectacles in the world. Mm-hmm. I mean, for sure. I mean,
plus, I love their music. You can, especially Shakira's. Oh my gosh, you can freaking dance to her music all the time.
Says my half Colombian wife.
Yes.
No, it's true though. She got some awesome music. J-Lo too. So I thought it was pretty awesome. My mom being a big J-Lo fan too and everything, and my wife being a big Shakira fan. I love it. I think it's awesome.
Shakira.
So yeah, I'm a fan of both of them. So, and that was also a great year. That was the Chiefs' first Super Bowl since 1970.
I didn't realize that.
They would beat the Niners that year, 31-20.
Oh, wow.
And yeah, it was a really good game a couple years ago. And then, of course, my number one for so many reasons. So Cecilia just gave her, we talked about her number one together, kind of.
Oh, sorry. Well, yeah, my bad.
Oh,
I forgot that was your number two.
No, that's okay. I thought it was pretty cool. Ladies and gentlemen, one of the greatest performers of all time. May he rest in everlasting peace. The man was too big for words, so he turned himself into a symbol. His favorite color was purple, and boy, he can play that guitar, bass, or literally pretty much any instrument like there's no tomorrow, and he had a voice that was amazing. You will be missed. Ladies and gentlemen, Prince. 2007. That was the year that we had the first ever, now another ethnicity type thing here, first ever African-American versus African-American head coach. Kind of cool, right? Mm-hmm. That was actually really cool. Yeah. Lovie Smith coaching the Bears. I'm sorry, Adam. We have a Bear fan I've forgotten here. I'm sorry, Adam. But it was Adam Karnick's Chicago Bears taking on the, we have an Indiana show now, of course. Aaron X's Indianapolis Colts. And Lovie Smith was the coach of the Chicago Bears. And Tony Dungy was the coach of the Indianapolis Colts. Peyton Manning was a Colt then. Kind of cool. So at the tail end of our high school, so, we were both this was it. I graduated that same exact year. So Super Bowl that year was just a few months before I graduated high school. So it was awesome. It was just really cool. I loved it. That was my senior year in high school. Really enjoyed it. It was in Miami, and it was amazing. The Colts just had a great. I mean, it was an amazing game. Both teams played really well. The Colts defeated the Bears 29-17. That was the Bears' first game back since like freaking 1985, I think, or 86, when they were like that mean 1985 team, if I'm not mistaken. Did the Bears get back anytime? I think the Bears, that was their first time back since then. So, anyway, I thought that was pretty awesome, and I'm just a huge Prince fan, so I can tell you that. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, it was awesome to see that, and yeah, he put on an amazing show. It was an amazing game. It was my graduation year. It was, I played my last high school football game a few months before that. That was, once again, before my graduation. That was before I went on to play college football. I mean, just... And semi-pro, I loved it. I thought it was a great performance, and definitely one of the better halftime shows, I think, of definitely of this era. So anyway, those are our top Super Bowl halftime shows this year. Rihanna, apparently she's been gone. I'm just gonna be real with you. This is no knock on Rihanna, but I'm not a fan. Listen to Rihanna's music, really. I mean, she's in a couple things here and there that I've listened to back in high school and everything. That's no knock on her, by the way, though. I'm sure she's an amazing performer and everything. Cecilia's probably at least listened to her more at one point.
Yeah, I have.
I'm sure. More than me is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So, Cecilia's more of a little pop queen, in a sense. Me, I'm the metal guy. But I listen to everything, though. We both do that. We both listen to pretty much everything. But, this year, Rihanna is taking the stage on Sunday. What do you think?
I'm looking forward to it. I don't think I've ever seen her perform before. Because I am a fan, but I'm not like a big fan, I guess you would say. But I like her music, and I hope she sings, some of her popular songs that I have liked, and obviously other people have liked. So I'm looking forward to it and seeing what she brings to the show and whatnot.
Should be pretty cool. Looking forward to that. And well, our final topic tonight, of course, we're both taking those Eagles. Fly, Eagles, fly. But our final topic tonight, the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Again, you guys, we're getting close here. This time next week, we'll be finished watching not only the final season of Fresh Prince, but we're also going to watch, after that, we're going to actually watch the reunion they had a couple years ago. Mm-hmm. And, unfortunately, James Avery passed on during that time. And, what does Adam Carnick say in the chat room?
He says, unfortunate trivia. Did you know the performers are not paid for the halftime show? The league says that their future concerts will get a boost in attendance, so that's how they'll get compensated. Oh, wow, that's interesting. I did not know that.
Okay, wait. Say it one more time? I didn't get it.
He said, unfortunate trivia. Did you know the performances are not paid for the halftime show?
So they don't get paid?
They do. He's saying that, or performers, I meant, not performances, my bad. Performers are not paid for the halftime show. So I'm assuming the NFL doesn't pay for their time for doing it. But because the league says that their future concerts will get a boost in attendance. So that's how they'll get... Oh, so never mind. Yeah. Are you saying that they're not getting paid at all? So they're just doing it for free, basically? Yeah. And because they're getting promoted through this halftime show that, more people will attend their concerts and that's how they get paid more, I guess? I don't know. That's crazy. That is sad.
That's stupid.
But then again, that's an honor either way to be able to say, hey, I'm performing for the halftime show. A lot of people already as it is watch the football. Watch the Super Bowl. So
what about the dancers and everybody else? Not just the artists, but all people.
That's different.
Dang.
Unless that falls all under the performer.
Dang.
Then maybe they have to pay.
Dang.
Them out of pocket.
Yeah, forget that. We're not paying. If we were a band, we're not. Yeah, correct. The NFL does not pay for the singers for halftimes. No.
Wow.
Nope. Mm-mm.
But either way, you're still getting publicity.
Don't want it. Dang.
Because I think in a way she was not in retirement, but basically there.
Yeah.
She just had a baby recently too, I think. I believe.
But who?
I could be wrong. I don't know with who. I forgot.
No, I mean, who had a baby?
Oh, Rihanna.
Oh!
Sorry. Yeah, I think she just had a baby, so I think that's why she's more focused on family and whatnot, so I think that's why she hasn't really been singing or doing, or putting any albums out.
That's crazy. That's actually pretty crazy, my goodness. Well, here we are, Fresh Prince. We are now on Season 5. We're in the middle of Show 21. I think we last night just turned it off. We were just going to sleep. But we're getting close. Will and Lisa are now engaged.
Oh, yeah.
The unfortunate episode where he gets shot at the ATM, Will does, and that was crazy. Now they're engaged. And, well, we only got 4 more episodes of Season 5. And then on to Season 6, who probably has around 20-some episodes, and that is it.
Dang. That feels like it went so fast.
Right?
We'll probably finish it by tonight or maybe even tomorrow.
We'll finish Season 5. And then on to Season 6, and I think we'll have that done by next week's show.
Yeah.
Yeah, your new show.
Well, we're going to watch the reunion, too. So we'll still be talking about the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
We are, for next week, but I'm just kind of bummed, though. It was a great series.
Yeah, but we could always go back and rewatch them.
We can.
Just can't talk about them on the show. Cause I'm pretty sure everybody will get tired of it. But
I know, right? Everyone's like, I don't want to hear you guys no more. Sorry. But no, you guys, it's been such a great series. We'll get more on that next week. But Adam says here, will Rihanna bring the baby out on stage? You think? That'd be cool. Oh my gosh.
I don't know. Already as it is, she tries not to be in the spotlight. So it's why would you want to put your child out there?
Yeah.
I wouldn't personally. just because, I would want my child to have some kind of privacy.
Yeah.
But then again, because I don't know what her child looks like. I don't know if she's posted anything like on Instagram or any social media or anything like that. Maybe I think I'll go look probably after the show. But yeah, it would be nice to see her baby though.
Yeah, I guess to think on halftime. My goodness, I don't know. Maybe I don't know. It's kind of crazy, but anyway, that's a little something different there. But I'll tell you, we have certainly been so blessed to be here with you guys, and we're just so excited, so happy. And well, another show is in the can, I guess you want to call it. I don't know what you want to call it.
No, in the books.
In the books. I'm sorry. Well, I heard
that sounds horrible. In the can.
I know. I heard Martin Sandoval say that one time on one of our old wrestling shows, and when he was still doing, I think, my goodness, the gorilla position, or it might have been Ring Rambling Radio when Felicia was still a part of us, and they had but I remember him posting the link to another one in the can. So I'm sorry, in the books. But ladies and gentlemen, another show is in the books.
Or on the internet.
And, well, it's about that time, y'all. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to cue the music, because we're up on out of here tonight. Oh, my goodness, you guys. Another hour and a half show. Another thing has reached its conclusion, and that is so long goodbye, farewell to our hour and a half shows. Cecilia's not... she's not sad about that.
Hey. I mean, I never complained.
I know. I feel so bad. There's sometimes where I look over here at her and she's like, oh my gosh, can we hurry up? I'm just kidding.
I mean, sometimes, but not all the time.
Poor thing.
I always have fun doing these. Don't get me wrong, people.
I know. Poor thing. She's not feeling well today, though, I don't think.
Yeah, like I said.
I mean, she's doing good, but...
Yeah, I feel better. It's just the cough and nose congestion.
She wanted to do the show, you guys. She actually wanted to do the show. She was like, let's do it.
I'm always down for this.
So that was so cool. You guys, she's all super podcaster now.
Heck yeah.
I love it.
I can do my own show now. No,
right?
I'm just kidding. No,
yeah!
I feel like I barely talk on this show, so...
Oh my gosh. Sorry. Oh my gosh, it's been a fun one though. Ladies and gentlemen, my goodness, it's been fun. Oh, it's always a great time here. Next week, the show will be a half an hour shorter. I know.
We'll see. No, I'm just kidding. We have to.
Yeah, we have to, because
we have no choice.
Mr. Mike Pat comes back from paternity leave.
Yay!
Yay! Congratulations to him and Allie, by the way, Mrs. Pat. They had their second child, their second boy.
That's awesome.
Right. So they're all happy, and congratulations to the Pat family is getting bigger. And, well, they're doing their thing. We, of course, are over here doing our thing. And, well, next week we're going to be a part of the 3-hour block on Friday nights.
Woo woo. More shows, the merrier.
Right? Hey, hopefully we can bring on some more shows. Maybe we can even get a later one to go on the next hour after that. Maybe before. I don't know.
Oh, dang.
Yeah. I'm all for the party here at IE Sports Radio. Let's dance, y'all. It's time. It's time. With that said, y'all, make sure to head on over to IESportsRadio.com. I put so much work into that freaking website. Cecilia sees it all the time over here, like complaining, like, oh my gosh, it's taking my time away. Like, I put so much time on the website.
Yeah, you do.
But it's worth it. Go check it out, you guys. Go check out our pages. Show us some love, y'all. Drop by the shop, grab a shirt, a hat.
Yeah, just help us support us and get us out there.
We got stickers. Right? With that said, ladies and gentlemen, hoodies, all that good stuff there. Check us out all over social media at IE Sports Radio. All over the place, IESportsRadio.com. Show us some love as always, y'all. Big ups and all glory to the man upstairs, our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. For without him, nothing is possible. And of course, big ups to everybody for listening. Follow us at the TSCP_IASR on Twitter for our personal account, of course, and IE Sports Radio on Twitter. With that said, that's about it. Any last words for tonight?
Thank you for listening. Take care, be safe, and stay healthy.
Please do, y'all. That'll do it for my beautiful wife, Cecilia, and me, your boy, Larry B. We will see y'all next week. Until then, take care. And as always, God bless.